It's heavily rumored to be an IP based.
All right, so speaking about Jack, St. Patrick is my homeboy.
So John is about to start work on HHN 2027.
The Mr. Tape poster is hanging on for dear life.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It's time for another massive Halloween Horror Nights 2026 update. We are officially in the preseason now because Mardi Gras has officially ended. So there's a new spooky bar we gotta go cover inside. Killer clown rumors have returned again. But on that note, it's time to talk about the Halloween Horror Nights shirt of the day. We're gonna go back to HHN 2018. We got killer clowns. So on that note, let's roll the commercial. Okay, welcome back. Let's head in. It's been raining kind of off and on. We got our handy dandy umbrella. Let's hope it doesn't rain.
No more medallion. These Mardi Gras banners still remain.
Okay, so HHN 35, I'm gonna say probably will have the most amount of IPs ever for the event. Like I've been saying, like there's something for everyone this year.
Universal, please take away the Wicked Tribute Store and replace it with the annual Tribute Store. Let this be the centerpiece for every season. You come in here, this would be the Tribute Store. Give us the HHN Tribute Store right here. I don't think it's coming here, but I want this to be the Tribute Store area. There's been a construction wall that's popped up here by the Wicked posters. How is VillainCon a 35-minute wait?
It has been storming all morning, so I thought it'd be slow today, but I guess the spring break and Easter crowds are still here.
Mardi Gras food booths are still here, but we have a new bar. We got creepy concoctions. You see Creature right there. Rain Freeze ahead. As you know, this used to be the Monsters Cafe right here, so it's kind of a throwback to that. So here we go. We got the menu. Oh, they're not themed. That's sad. Creepy concoctions and frozen beverages. You could have named this like the Creature Margarita or something like that. So they got a pina colada, margarita, strawberry supreme, mango passion, single serve, or mocktail. They make a mocktail version of all this stuff. There's also the premium bar, so you can add shots. They got some wines, some beers, and then cocktails or mocktails. So let's get whatever the green thing is. So you got Frankenstein's monster right there, and then Creature on this side. It reminds me of the old Pepsi advertisements from the 90s when they had them like partying and stuff. So the frozen mix right now is the mocktail, but then they add the alcohol.
Halfway done with this. It is so limey and so sugary. It needs something to kind of cut down the lime. If you're not a fan of lime, you're not gonna like this. Right now I'm at a 6.5. If you're a fan of lime, maybe a 7. But so there's been this viral TikTok that's been going around talking about, you know, the phallic imagery on the mummy attraction. So that Easter egg's been around since the mummy opened, but right in this window at the barber shop. So inside the barber shop, you're gonna be able to see all these tattoos. You'll see one of the tattoos right there of kind of a sailor girl, but she's not wearing a shirt or a bra. It's full bare chest that's happening.
The Mr. Tape poster is hanging on for dear life. Before you know it, some guest is gonna take it and sell it to the Lakeland Antique Mall. Mr. Tape, you got this. Hang on, use your tape. Now there's a rumor going around right now that Rosie's Irish shop is gonna be closing forever because everything is on sale. Okay, Lodi says everything 30% off. Will we not see this fully count down to next St. Patrick's Day? Oh, that's gonna be sad. 344 days though. Like $35. I got the Halloween t-shirt company, little skeleton leprechaun. The Finnegan's Bar and Grill shirts are also 30% off. So if you want to pick up this swag, if you're a big fan of Finnegan's, 30% off, and it could be going away forever. Finnegan's will be returning, but the merch might not. If this place closes, where else are you gonna get your St. Patrick is my homeboy shirt or Kennedy for president? Got some little leprechaun ducks. So they have the projectors over here. They just kind of put like a vinyl kind of wooden wrap on the front of them to kind of make them blend in, but they're just kind of on temporary scaffolding, just kind of blocked off. I thought they were on like permanent structures. Like here, like I thought they were all just like inside boxes like this. Yeah, because normally the projector would be like permanently mounted on that beam right there on that platform, but it's like put over here for some reason on scaffolding and plywood.
The HHN Lagoon Show should be good. It's heavily rumored to be an IP-based lagoon show. We'll talk more about it in the future, but IP-based.
Now it looks like behind this construction wall they are also building scaffolding to work on the building, to refurb it. I don't know what they're doing, but looks like they're going vertical.
There's John Verdi right there. John!
So John tweeted out, I might have eaten it. It's a fried Godzilla. And he also tweeted out, I was in Nara yesterday, and yes, the legions of deer that come up to the village every day do bow their heads when you give them a deer cracker. They also bite you in the ass and headbutt you when you run out of crackers. There's a future house in this. Then someone says, I hear HHN 2027 Hollywood Original #1. John says, maybe. I have to start on one when I get back, but I was researching a different culture's myths before I left. So John is about to start work on HHN 2027.
As we head into the Wizarding World,
We gotta talk about FanFest Nights out in Universal Studios Hollywood. Again, that's at the end of the month. They kind of revealed what's gonna be happening with some of the scenes for the Harry Potter section for the Wizarding World. So it does look like there's gonna be a special wand experience. I'm bringing my wand. And then we also know the Universal Monsters are coming, so they released some more of that concept art for the Universal Monsters meets Scooby-Doo. I don't know how well ticket sales are doing because the general public doesn't know what FanFest Nights is. And if it does not perform well out in Hollywood, it might not come here. So hopefully they can start promoting the events, because all I know from my feed is there's Scooby snacks coming to the event. That's it. That's all I really got on my feed besides the stuff that I like do my deep dive into. Universal Monsters stuff should be good. They have not revealed the look of the Wolfman, and there should be a special VIP FanFest experience in the Universal Monsters area that they haven't announced yet. That'll be happening. If you're a classic Universal Monsters fan, you're gonna dig it. It's on the sets where they filmed those original films. I just think we need better promotion for this thing, because right now the Scooby-Doo gang you can meet on the upper lot, and then Frankenstein, the Bride, and Dracula you can also meet on the upper lot. So they really haven't revealed any of those exclusive characters yet to really get people to buy the tickets and to want to go to the event, because people are just seeing it like, oh, I can meet those people any day at Universal Studios Hollywood. So they gotta start revealing the exclusive stuff with the Universal Monsters.
so let's talk about the nighttime show. What's going on with that?
So there will be a nighttime show returning. Now, the Nightmare Queen posted this on Instagram. Happy Fuel Friday. Missing this more than ever. Horror Nights Orlando. Will we see an additional iconic Ringmaster of Fear return this year?
There's an alien right there. People are gonna know. The alien was enjoying Mardi Gras. He did earn some beads.
What is going on with the Men in Black? They're just letting aliens expose themselves to the general public. They're gonna get the neuralizer out on everyone now. Everyone just saw an alien walking by.
You can just come right into the gift shop and pick up your own little neuralizer. They have some more detailed Ghostbusters figures, $450. Then you get the little mini version, $50 a pop for them, $350 for the public library, $75 for a little Slimer he lights up, and then $90 a scaled prop replica of the Tri-Plasma Cannon right there from Men in Black. All right, we're in Springfield now. You know what that means?
All right, the door's open. This door is kind of open this way, so you really can't get an angle about what's going on inside Sprung Tent #1. But Sprung Tent #2, they tried to block it, but you can still kind of get a peek about what's going on inside there.
The line for the Bumblebee Man tacos. Okay, keeps going. What? It goes all the way back to the Jamaica food booth. Why?
All right, so things here at Universal will kind of pick up towards the end of the month and then also into May. So Universal did kind of announce the annual pass holder offerings. So from May 1st until May 21st is going to be the UOAP bonus benefits all across the board. So we'll have special pricing for Epic Universe tickets. Volcano Bay Nights is returning from May 3rd until August 21st. But if you're an AP, you get 10% off Volcano Bay Nights. And then there's the 3-park pass holder early park admission at Universal Volcano Bay. There's the 2 and 3 park pass holder early admission to Islands of Adventure 1 hour prior to the park opening. There's pass holder holiday golf discount. You'll get 20% off the little mini golf. Exclusive photo package discounts. You can receive 35% off. Purchase of the Universal Photo Annual Pass package. Pass holder merchandise $5 credit offer. Pass holders will receive a $5 merchandise credit to use on a single transaction of $10 or more. So that's pretty cool. There's also exclusive menu options, but we have not seen those yet. Get ready to roll. There's going to be a new complimentary UOAP magnet that'll drop on May 1st. And then at the hotels, pass holders can save up to 30% at the hotels. Now there's no details yet on the menus of the special foods, so we don't know what's returning. I hope there's kind of a large variety of different foods to try during May, because it's always, you know, fun instead of the same Wagyu beef sliders that pop up at Confisco's every single year. I want some like more variety for the APs.
All right, let's pop into the Universal Orlando's horror makeup show. Now this is going to get kind of like a refurb, they were saying, later in the year, so I don't know what's changing. So I want to kind of document some of those little exhibits inside the pre-show room, because you never know when it could go away. All right, let's start over here, and we'll then eventually work our way around throughout the updates to the end. But what is this? Why is there just kind of a film strip that says Last House on the left, Drag Me to Hell, The Wolfman? Like, why is Krampus even here? There's nothing Krampus in here. What is this? It's like right here they have the classic posters for Dracula, The Phantom of the Opera, for Psycho, Jaws, Halloween 2, Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein. Come over here to The Wolfman, then The Mummy, and then you got The Thing, Jurassic Park, Brendan's Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, It Came from Outer Space, and then Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. So those are some of the posters represented. We got some facts right here. Shooting rubber cement from a rotary gun created the abundant spider webs in Dracula's castle. See all the spider webs right there. Here's some of the concept art. The role seemed to demand that I keep myself worked up to a fever pitch. So I took on the actual attributes of the horrible vampire Dracula. That's a quote from Bela Lugosi. You can see him kind of getting ready there. Cinematographer Carl Feud achieved Dracula's hypnotic stare by aiming 2 pencil spotlights into actor Bela Lugosi's eyes. It says when Bela Lugosi died in 1956, he was buried wearing the black silk cape he wore for the film. Got Phantom of the Opera right there. Hunchback. Let me come over here. The Phantom's makeup was designed to resemble a skull. Lon Chaney attached a strip of thin translucent material to his nostrils with spirit gum, pulled it back until he got the tilt he wanted, then attached the other end to his bald cap. For some shots, a wire and rubber device was used, and according to the cameraman, Charles cut into his nose and caused a great deal of bleeding. Cheeks were built up using a combination of cotton, ears were glued back, and the rest were grease paint shaded in the proper areas of the face. The sight was said to have caused some patrons at the premiere to have fainted. All right, so that is the rundown of the first little exhibit. Again, over the next updates, we'll go over each single one and highlight all the different artifacts inside of it. But they talk about Dracula and then Phantom of the Opera. All right, so speaking about Jack and the classic HHN 2000 design, on Facebook Marketplace, there's actually a hood that someone painted Jack the Clown on. The tribute store facade has been taken down as just truss work. It's not the truss we want to see yet. This is Mardi Gras truss. We want HHN truss. Some beads still remain. All right, see if there's anything new in 5 and dime. I don't see the magnets at all anymore. I guess the magnets sold out here at Universal Studios. Maybe at Islands there's still some, but they have the mystery boxes here. Here's some new Felix the Cat merch I haven't seen yet. $35. Mr. Cartoon, Felix the Cat simple gray t-shirt. Then we got Felix the Cat, super soft material for the hoodie. You're looking at $80 for the Felix the Cat hoodie. $45 for the Felix the Cat long sleeve shirt. He's giving a tattoo to someone right there. Then over here, $35. They have a short sleeve shirt. They have Felix in Hollywood, it looks like. He's doing some spray painting. And we got some new Care Bear stuff. So the same company that had that SpongeBob collab, the whatever. So $12, there's 6 different Care Bear pins that you can collect. $20 for like the plastic Care Bear wallet. You got a little heart design right there with the sun. Care Bears, whatever. Speaking about bears, the new Ted season is awesome. Ted on Peacock, it's so good. I'm sad they're not doing a 3rd season, but if you have Peacock, highly suggest watching the Ted TV show. But $30, you're gonna have a little heart purse. It's counting the love meter, Care Bear on the side, and then Care Bears, whatever. $65 for this Care Bear bag. You have one of the little Care Bears. with an umbrella. Then on the back of the bag, we'll have some more Care Bears with a rainbow.
So speaking about Horror Unleashed again, as you know, we showed off kind of the Feaster Bunny and how that connects with HR Blood and Guts. Freaks HHN got some images of kind of the storyboards that were on the wall. So there's all these different storyboards of how some of the different, attacks are supposed to happen from the Feaster Bunny. You'll see Feaster's Grievings, a Larry Kurtzenberg film. Now, that's the real name of HR Blood and Guts. So it's officially connecting the film in HR Blood and Guts house with HR Blood and Guts, because it's in writing. So it's officially confirmed to be connected, which is awesome.
Pop into the Brown Derby, see if there's any new discounts in there. Oh, it just looks like all the Mardi Gras merch got moved in to the Brown Derby. So if you missed that on any of the Mardi Gras merch, it's here. Pretty much every single shirt, even the little shoulder plushies, a Baron, or if you need a Bourne shirt, they have a Bourne shirt for you. But yeah, all the Mardi Gras merch is in here. Rainbow Bright, this bag. I don't remember ever seeing this in the park. Rainbow Bright, it's from that same company, whatever. I got some of these Dark Universe pins, but every day it's constantly rotating. There's new merch coming in every single day. I got the Creature bag in here now. All right, let's pop into the preview center.
So like next week, I think the preview center is supposed to close, and then we'll kind of get like a new Universal store in there. Now I'm guessing that'll probably be like our summer kind of like tribute store, like the new store inside there. That'll be the new store, and then the next store will be HHN. Please, Universal, do not put it back in the Mummy gift shop. That was just a terrible location last year. Everybody hated it. The team members hated it. The guests didn't like it. It just felt like an expanded Mummy gift shop and not a tribute store. It's an anniversary year. Please, Universal, I'm begging you. Put it in the old location or put it in the Wicked location. Put it anywhere but the Mummy gift shop. It has me worried because I see Rosie's is closing. I have a feeling they're gonna be like, oh, let's just knock down the wall and just expand the tribute store. It'll be fine. No. We don't want it in that spot. Put it back to the Mummy extended queue or where the Wicked experience is. That's where we want the tribute store. Let it feel part of the event and not kind of shoehorned into a corner. So let's pop into the Epic Universe Preview Center.
I just want to know where the model's gonna end up, because like the original Universal model got like cut up into pieces, and we saw it in the old Legacy store that used to be here. But what are they gonna do with this massive model? Where's it gonna go? Because it's so big. How do you pack it up and make sure nothing breaks so you can bring it out in 30-40 years for an anniversary to show it off? But if you're a fan of the model, I would stop by soon and see what's going on.
So Pat O'Brien's is right there. I filmed the video with Allison. We went to the actual Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans. I had so much more of that New Orleans trip to kind of like splice in with the Mardi Gras stuff, but again, I was just like so busy with all the stuff that happened earlier in the year. This is officially like the first full month back. I was dealing with the stuff in December, January, February, and March. So April is our first full month back with making the videos and getting back to normal. I guess I'll hold off with the rest of our Mardi Gras trip till next Mardi Gras.
The Coconut Club has officially been closed. I only got to go one time. Again, the season just like flew by. But during the summertime, they normally do like kind of like a pride overlay. But all these decorations will be removed pretty quick. Looks like they were sanding and marking where they got to kind of repaint the spaceship. Do you see the little X's, like where they got to repaint it? And all the beads have pretty much been taken down from the bead tree. There's still a couple left down there, but it is no longer blooming. They had to go up multiple times this season to take out all the beads. But on that note, let's go back to the office because it is getting a little windy and probably about to storm. So
okay guys, you're back in the office. So now let's talk about what's going on with the rumors about Killer Klowns from Outer Space coming for Halloween Horror Nights this year. So out in HHN Hollywood, this just got tweeted out. So TLEV Media tweeted out this. New Horror Nights tent, T-pad tent has gone up at Universal Studios Hollywood. This is where the Slash Scarecrow house was last year. Now the front of it has been covered up, but on the tram, they got a great view of what looks to be a circus tent underneath it. Now that circus tent lines up perfectly with the Killer Klowns from Outer Space house that has been there before. So yeah, that looks pretty much exactly like the same facade from the old Killer Klowns house that was there. This will have been the third time that Killer Klowns will have been at Universal Studios Hollywood as a house. It has been talked about for Killer Klowns coming for HHN this year. It's all heavily rumored, right? So these are not fake rumors, but anything can happen with contracts and stuff can be lost or changed. Again, there's still no confirmation yet from Universal. We'll find out, but everything is kind of pointing towards Killer Klowns coming for Universal Studios Hollywood. But again, anything can happen. We have a long road till HHN. So much stuff changes and moves around behind the scenes. But I think if you're a Killer Klowns fan, there might be some hope this year for you. Because you see that tent and you're like, that is the exact same facade in the exact same space. The one thing I'm kind of sick of Hollywood doing is just kind of like recycling houses, right? It feels like every year we just get one recycled house from HHN, where Orlando really prides himself and, kind of innovating and making a whole new catalog of houses every single year. So the reason they say they reuse old houses is pretty much, well, not every single person goes to the event every single year, so they could have missed out on this house. But that's what makes houses sometimes legendary, is like you did miss out on that. It's like you weren't there for the event. That's what makes it special. That's why you gotta go every single year, to be like, you gotta go to these houses this year because they're not gonna be around ever again. That's kind of the exclusivity of Halloween Horror Nights. But guys, we have so many HHN updates upcoming. But on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button if you have not already. Hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights around the country. I love you all. I'll see y'all very soon.
St. Patrick is my homeboy.
I guess I'll hold off with the rest of our cootery till next Mardi Gras.